They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist. Car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, King. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw is King. Throwing on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Looking to throw. King. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now, it's Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Here we go again.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, 57, 57. Mike, 55. Check. Go. Hey, we're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This one taken from the 7.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's King. Going to throw again. He gets this one to Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
39 yards there, a big one.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
King on 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run now with Peyton. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And now out comes Houston. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. King now. Off play action. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. King. Screenplay. Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out and through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 88 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me?
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And Thomas has it.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now King to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes... Now
a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow, yellow. I'm going to move, lady. Mike, 55. Check. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to take a shot, and it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Check three. Watch the shit.
They run again with Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. This is Harris. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had them pinned on the 2. Not anymore. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw is King. To throw on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. King. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. King. He finds his man Johnson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check 13. Shift 43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Mahomes firing complete, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate, The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Stop your body.
Here's King on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. King throwing on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
King now throwing again. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And so DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now King, from the gun, he'll throw. It's caught, Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is King, operating from the gun. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw. King. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
First down, Texans.
Here's King on 1st and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Connor. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. King on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
King's pass complete to Jordan Thomas. Touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
For the point after.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 42. Texans.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
We own it. We own it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Okay.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll look to throw.
Pardon, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.